Ooh, 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 ooh. Do, 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 do. Ooh, 1-2. Okay. Alrighty. Everything is pretty good. I can guess that me stepping forward. Yeah. Here's this green slip thing here. Wonder if nah, it doesn't do that. Well, anywho, let's just get the show on the road real quick. Last time I said that I'm going to talk overall what short squeeze is, and I was talking about short selling. I'm just gonna review it because something interesting I wanted to stay out was freaking what happened during the what is it, the event that shall not be named for some reason. Bunch of con- I see a bunch of you know content creators, commercials, and some articles not mentioning this. Not this, the message from Rev, but rather just not saying what is the Super Bowl. Seems like they always keep on saying the big game or tonight's match. So strange. But anywho, let me review overall what short squeeze is. So pretty much, let me just go with what it is. From here, a short squeeze occurs when a stock or other asset jumps sharply higher, forcing traders who have bet that its price would fall to buy it in order to forestall even greater losses. They pulled up so much money that it would have been a loss in order to see a profit if gone down, but since it has gone up, some some path that they did not want at all to go, they were going the opposite way, they were losing money. And they will continue to lose money if and they still do that and it gets higher, so therefore they have to buy. Yeah, let me turn this down. It's a little bit loud. I think it's just a little bit loud in my end. But anywho, wow. But anywho, that's pretty much why they still invest, which stinks because the thing with investment, well, actually, stocks is you only lose money once you pull it out, really, um, because pretty much your money can go either really high or very low. Uh, at any point, if you just let it stay there, that's why it's always good to always have accumulate interest to build upon it, because overall that's always a benefit. So dividends, um, that's the big reason why a lot of people look at long-term investments in stocks, or some influential people in finance like Warren Buffett state that that's a great thing that people should look at. But yeah, pretty much that's what it is. Them losing money where they have to invest money to actually make sure they don't lose any further money, not to really regain it. That could be another strategy. But key takeaways is that a short squeeze escalates a stock's price rise as short sellers bail out to cut their losses, so cutting their losses pretty much. And contrarian investors try to anticipate a short squeeze and buy stocks that demonstrate yeah, strong short interest. Both short sellers and contrarians are making risky moves. A wise investor has additional reasons for shorting or buying the stock. That's pretty much it. Besides that, well, remember there's a pros and cons list, so let's look through here. Shoot, it looks like there's not. Well, anywho, keeps on saying contrarian and contrarian, so let's just go with what contrarian is briefly. But yeah, contrarian investing is an investment style in which investors purposely go against prevailing market trends by selling when others are buying. So yeah, it's just return for investors themselves. But alrighty. Anywho, the last thing I just want to mention is freaking the 18% note here. Percentage of Tesla stock that was represented short interest in late 2019, its stock price quadrupled and short sellers lost billions. After all, that's another reason why Elon Musk stated when he was like tweeting about this, not just with stonks, but with other messages, because he did say that a lot of hedge funds actually were going against Tesla and his company and trying to short sell it. And yeah, obviously there's plenty of different people who have issues with what's occurring. So that's the thing about that. Anywho, we pretty much already finished up what short squeeze is. Maybe next time I probably play videos, but anywho, I want to talk about anything that's fascinating. It's still an updated situation since the game is still going on. So let me just read this. And who knows, there's probably going to be a lot more messages. Wow, this actually worked. If you're reading this, it means our bet paid off. Big game spots are expensive, so we couldn't buy a full one, but we were inspired and decided to spend our entire marketing budget on 5 seconds of airtime. One thing we learned from our communities last week is that underdogs can accomplish just about anything when they come together around a common idea. Who know? Alright. Yes. The stream is all good. Even though OBS is saying that there's issues, but yeah, let's believe exactly. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the reason finance textbooks have to add a chapter on Tendies. Maybe you'll help our super old teach the world about the majesty. I keep on saying madistry, but it's majestic of owls. Maybe you even pause this 5-second ad. Powerful things happen when people rally around something they really care about, and there's a place for that. It's called Reddit. Just something to know. Also, I keep on saying owl, but it's Super Bowl, but with an O. Capital as O, just to go with it. But yeah, another thing I looked at briefly, I believe I still... No, it's one of the pages under history, one of these tabs where I saw briefly this page and I saw just owl, so yeah. I guess the mascot is also an owl, which, that's cool. I like owls. But anywho, something else at the key point is, who knows, maybe you'll be the reason finance textbooks have to add a chapter on Tendies, referring to people, not exactly to a person, since it's you all, like y'all. Y'all is not really a word that many people who speak English say, but y'all is just referring to us, they, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just it's really nice. And Tendies, that is something that's, as you can see, I actually wanted to figure out what exactly it is. I briefly looked at some pages just to make sure they're safe for work, so SFW, to see if there's no miscommunication. Exactly what are these? Because the thing I know with Tendies is, that's what I call it with chicken tenders. Because I really like tenders. Tender food, tender chicken is good. So yeah, I think the last thing I'm gonna say after this message, and who knows, I'm probably gonna talk more about this or any other messages related to it, is that this is Super Bowl This is under Reddit instead of Wall Street's bets, which does show that it could be it is some representation from this specific group related to the Super Bowl versus like any other specific group in Reddit. Uh, but yeah, I think that's the thing when it shows the icon here is that this is a message for y'all people in Reddit who pretty much spend time in the community either just reading and understanding info, what things are going on, and stuff like that. Because Reddit groups who do IRL, so in real life tasks, usually has a big group together just to do them, and it brings everybody together. Depending on if they have to work in different groups or hell, even different sites. So that's the thing that's like so interesting. People can work together, especially days nowadays where people usually don't meet each other IRL because of CUV, COV, or was it COVID video. But yeah, anywho, yeah. Also, last thing is that I actually learned this because my father he actually paused and showed me this on TV on the commercials. So it's funny how people people who usually would just read this is just people who are actually read it and stuff like that. But no, or even using the computer. So who actually tries to read things lengthily on the TV? Well, I know some people, and one of those people helped me to show me this. So yeah, go figure. A lot of people are interested with what's going on, not just people from Reddit. That's for sure. Oh, anywho, let's go to Tendies. This is me just searching on what the hell is Tendies. And I obviously went to Reddit and I looked at this. What are Tendies? 4 years ago. I see this mentioned a lot recently. But what exactly are Tendies? Why are people making jokes about them all of a sudden? Question mark. Deleted chicken tenders, breaded, deep fried chicken strips. Somehow it's a neckbeard thing. Yeah, because the neck beard is the thing a bunch of Redditors get. Well, at least those people can grow facial hair. That's something. So, somehow or other neck beard thing. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna read this briefly. In my head. Okay, I'm just gonna read this. Somehow it's a neckbeard thing, specifically playing on the idea that neckbeards are maladjusted man children, and chicken nugget tenders are considered kids' food, popularized by 4chan green text stories about basement-dwelling neckbeards in their mid-20s who can exchange good boy points with their mother in exchange for tendies. Yeah, that's why people get confused with the what is tendies. Yeah, it's part of 4chan. I mean, is it really? No, because the thing with memes is that they can always just interpret different meanings. So yeah. Watch this American Dad clip. Yeah, adult man child. So yeah, it's just a man. It's just a word that people use for chicken tenders. So, pretty funny. Now, anywho, I actually went to this one. Tendies are tendies for good little boys. Okay, I'm just going to read out loud what I see. God. Get Chad's exclusive training access for free by clicking here. After seeing the disgusting propaganda, I mainly denounce. Do used? Denounced? Like, what is do used? Okay, I'm just gonna read this. I mainly do use my tendies with honey muzzy, drink my dewy, and click to exit out the tab. They will never turn us. Chatty propagandas. Do used. I have actually, you know what? It's a good habit, just me just search up whatever I do, where I can guess that it might be a bit not for safe to show. Then I could just put it in a other monitor and see what it is, then share it with you. So yeah, I was correct with my assumption. Immediately doused. But yeah, doused. So this is doused, this is dousing. So this is doused. Interesting. I never have to write the word doused. Oh, yeah, I also put the article here. We get there when we get there. Stole Chad. Okay. Stole Chatty's daddy's sock drawer chain so I can have extra muzzy. It's vegetable healthy with extra butter. Okay, let me see what the hell. Okay, it's it's safe at work. Wait, yeah, tendies, chicken tendies. Okay, anywho, you can see this article that freaking tendies can be many reasons why, and this article just struck me because I'm like, how is this related to the GameStop thing? And that's why I believe that when they say tendies, this is just referring to something that a bunch of finance group channels actually use to refer to something related to finance or something they always like to talk about. So, or I'll talk about this article. Popeyes offers free tendies after GameStop stock drama. This is the February 2nd, so a few days ago, less than a week. So let's see what this is all about. This is a short one, so let me just read this. I got to zoom it. Come on. Yeah, 160. Whoa. Okay. Got that. This is today's news. Now we gotta focus on what the hell tendies are, because that could mean a big cultural thing that everybody is experiencing, and that's probably going to be the most popular word in 2021. Popeyes is capitalizing on the stock market drama initiated by Reddit last week with new deals at their stores. USA Today reported Monday. Customers of the Louisiana chicken chain will receive free chicken tenders, or tendies, a nod to the forum site's mockery for gains and profits with a minimum $5 purchase. GameStop shares went through the roof last week thanks to the Reddit message board's goal to tank hedge funds aiming to short sell the mall staple. The mall staple. So let me read this. Yeah, Popeye's fast food chain restaurant in Washington D.C. But yeah, to short sell the mall staple, and this just a saying referring to the status quo, which means that the status quo is just referring to things that are how will I explain exactly? Because people can understand the status quo, but the remaining part, or staying part, was just referring to not changing at all. Something that just is unaltered. And, for the status quo, that could refer to, people. But in this case, that could also refer to systems. Systemic racism is a status quo thing that used to exist in the 1950s America because a lot of, oh boy, a lot of black Americans were just facing so many issues, especially with um, the rise of Jim Crow laws for African American GIs who served in World War II trying to get VA or Veterans Affairs benefits because they served in the military, and they usually were refused, which really is a thing that was the status quo, and that was a staple in American culture where black people usually get shafted in trying to live their normal daily life or benefits they should receive as Americans and as citizens and people. So yeah. Well, this is referring to having a staple, a mall staple like that back in U.S. history, and you could say that with now when it came to Wall Street. That's what people would refer to like that, and yeah, that is a thing that people like to point at. But anywho, Popeye's not so subtle. Shout out. Oh, let me read this. Something I don't understand is this comma. Oh, let me bend down for my hair. And now it's flashing. Let me do this. Okay, let me do this one more time. So you see, I could try to brush my hair and stuff, but no, there's just probably so much figuring. Okay, anywho. Popeye's not so subtle shout out to the incident included promo codes GME, AMC, BB, so due to GameStop, AMC theaters, and BB, and okay, so Nokia, and what is BB? I can't think of top of my head. Let me actually search that up. Because for some reason, I keep on thinking of Barnes & Noble. But no, it's another electronic company. BlackBerry. I haven't thought about BlackBerry since 2007. So, shit, I don't know, like, almost 14 years ago? But yeah, they still exist. Even IBM still exists, but anyway. There are a list for some of the stocks impacted last week. The video game retailer, the EMC Entertainment Theater chain, BlackBerry, and Nokia. Okay. Tendies are for the elite few. The fast food seller said in the YouTube video for the deals, they're for everyone. Customers can look forward to free Tendies Tuesday when they order through the app or a website using one of the stock-related promo codes. The offer is activated after clicking the app's Tendies tile to enter a code. Okay, so that's what the code would refer to, Tendies. But yeah, anywho, that's actually the reason why. And the word Tendies under here is just referring to. It's just a thing a lot of people in finance groups and Reddit talk about. Popeyes want to do promotion because they realize, people are using Tendies. And so, might as well give free chicken Tendies, to people to actually shop in their own business. So, that's a good deal. But yeah, anyhow, let me actually read this. A nod to the forum's site moniker for gains and profits. So, yeah, it's a moniker. I don't exactly know what moniker is, so let me look at the definition. I wonder if I could squat a little bit before. No. Okay. Go up. Oh. Yeah, I could actually squat like that. Come on. Yeah, it's a name. I understand that. Personal name? I do wonder what's difference. Maybe it's just a name that a lot of people officially want to state something, but well, that's another reason why people use monikers. Tendies referring to overall good profits, insecurities. Another freaking investment term for stocks. But anywho, all right, monocle. Yeah, a handle. So that actually just bring out because a handle can actually be something. I know it's yet. Okay, I don't know. That's a weird sentence for an explanation. Okay, I might as well search up one last thing about moniker because I have another tab in Reddit themselves, the actual people, to state out what they mean. So, moniker. Okay. Definition moniker. Hoiser is a common moniker for the resident of Indiana. Okay, that's random, but okay. Yep, gives me that. Okay, let me know the name. No, this is another example. Yeah, this is all examples. Yeah. Besides that, the definition is just name or nickname. And I could go search up what name and nickname is, but we can all agree what name is. And if you want to go in detail of what, different types of names are, like titles and such, it is a thing to be concerned. Because it can have many reasons why. It can have many reasons why. So, this gets me into looking at just in Wall Street Bets itself or other finance channel, Tendies in the subreddit. Okay. Let me wet my lips. So for what I'm going to spit in their Tendies. What qualifies as Tendies? I mean, I can't be the only one that's getting tired of the smug retards posting screenshots of their 2-week-old Robinhood account with Tendies, right? I mean, good for them and all. I get that it's exciting to get a 50% plus return on FDs on your second options trade, but does making $500 really count as a Tendie? On the flip side, does losing $500 really up to the standards we've set for lost porn on WSB? Am I supposed to get hard over some kid losing their bar mitzvah money? It doesn't even get half chub going. ... Okay, so let's go under the comments because this was a year ago. And this gets to show that this is something people don't talk about. That's what Tendies are. Tendies is winning enough to afford a 6-piece buttermilk crispy chicken tenders meal from McDonald's. So, $9. Pretty pricey depending on where you live. I know that some places that you actually live are like that, and that's so interesting. Good change. So $9 for 6 pieces? What a fucking rip! Ah, a purist. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be my last comment. McDonald's is for autists who trade SNAP, SANAP, or some shit. Those of us with class go to Hardee's for the hand-breaded tendies. That is true. Hardee's is awesome. Okay. Overall, after searching everything, I saw this. I'm like, okay, this makes sense. This is gonna be the last thing. Tendies. TEND. Next Generation Anonymous and Hyper Deflationary Coin. Tendies is an acronym. This is what it is. And let me skim through this to see what else it is. Okay, there's a lot more information. Okay, it looks like I'm going to talk about this next time. So besides that, see you next stream. So long.